Hi, boys and girls. We're going to continue reading Upstairs Mouse, Downstairs Mole. We've read the first two chapters talking about our characters, Mouse and Mole. The last time that we read together, they had invited each other over to their own spaces, and they kind of found out that the other one, that Mole didn't really like being in Mouse's house, and Mouse didn't really like being in Mole's hole because of a couple of reasons. I want you to try and take a second and think about those reasons that you can remember from before. I remember Mole didn't like that it was dark. I'm sorry. Mole didn't like that it was too bright. Mouse didn't like that it was too dark. And they had a problem with what the other person served them. So I wonder if this chapter they're going to do something similar to that, or maybe they're going to go on a new adventure. I'm not sure. This chapter is called Kind, Good Neighbors. I know you guys know what the word kind means. So I bet this chapter is going to be about maybe some kind things that they do for each other, okay? All right, here we go. Mole woke up the next morning feeling refreshed. He looked around his tidy hole. How nicely dark and damp it was. Nothing like Mouse's house, which was warm and bright. Suddenly, Mole pictured Mouse shivering. He remembered Mouse sneezing, Mouse bumping into the table, and Mouse smacking into the door. Why, Mouse had not even touched the worms on her plate. Goodness! Cried Mole. How selfish of me. He buttoned his jacket and rushed out the door. So I think he's remembering that Mouse did not really enjoy herself. Mouse washed the dishes in the sink. Rays of sunshine streamed into the kitchen. How bright and cheery things looked, not at all like Mole's dark hole. Suddenly, Mouse pictured Mole covering his eyes. She remembered Mole walking into the wall, Mole falling off his chair, and Mole bumping into the door. Why, Mole had not even nibbled the cheese on his plate. Mercy me, squeaked Mouse. What a thoughtless neighbor I have been. She zipped her coat and raced out the door. Mouse tied a bow on her box and hurried downstairs. Mole finished wrapping his package. He went upstairs to call on Mouse. They bumped into each other outside. Bump! Why, hello, said Mouse to Mole. Hello, said Mole to Mouse. This is for you, said Mole. I hope you don't think me a thoughtless neighbor. Mouse opened the present. There were 2 candles inside the box. Bring them when you visit, said Mole, and my hole will be less dark and damp. Thank you very much, said Mouse. You are a kind neighbor, Mole. Mouse handed Mole her box. I hope I haven't been too selfish of a neighbor. Mole unwrapped the package. Inside was a pair of, can you tell from the picture? Sunglasses. She remembered how Mole didn't like all that bright light, so she got him some sunglasses. Isn't that how kind? Wear them when you visit, said Mouse, and my house will not seem so bright. Thank you very much, said Mole. You are a good neighbor, Mouse. Together, they strolled into town for dessert. Mouse had the cheesecake. As for Mole, a bowl of worms, lightly fried. That is the end of this chapter. The next chapter is called The Boat. I hope you guys liked that chapter. I think that one might be my favorite one so far because it shows how they did a little act of kindness for each other and they got something for their friend because they know that they would enjoy it. And that way they'd be able to hang out some more. I also like it because, just because they're different and they have a lot of differences between them, that doesn't mean they can't be friends, right? And we talk about that all the time in class. How just because someone might be a little different from you doesn't mean that you can't get along with them, or that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and be kind, right? You can always be a kind and a good neighbor to other people, right? I hope you guys liked that chapter. We're going to finish the rest of it soon. I hope you have a great day, and I miss you. Talk to you soon. Bye.